Last three things, what did he mention? Let's find out. How many of you are paying attention?
Sacrifice.
No? What's the first thing? No? What was the second one? What's the first one? No sacrifice. Number two? No buts. Why some of you are laughing? Not yet, no behind sides. No buts. Okay, what's the third one? Stop
Giving excuses.
Alright, stop giving excuses. So I guess ready?
Yes.
Are you guys ready to hear from the second speaker?
Yes.
Okay, but I want to feel some energy, guys. You know, we need some energy. I'm not going to ask you guys to dance again, don't worry. Okay, we have fantastic dancers earlier. Okay, so now we need a tagline for ourselves, right? Correct? We need a cheer, right? Okay, so we shall call ourselves as I am a team launcher. Guys, the energy came from me. Correct or not? What about the energy from your side? You cannot say who's sitting down. Launchers have to stand up on your feet. You want the second speaker to give his best, right? Yes, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3. We go, we shout that I am a team launcher. Agree? Alright. Only if the energy reaches a certain level, the speaker will come on stage. Okay? So you guys have to be pumped up. Okay? Are you guys ready? Yes. Right. 1, 2, 3. Speakers are satisfied. Speakers are satisfied. Okay? We're gonna do it one more time, alright? Guys, listen. 1, 2, 3. I am a team launcher. Okay? Launch. You have to launch. You cannot be like I am a team launcher like this. Okay? Correct. You guys agree? Okay. 1, 2, 3. I am a team launcher. Fantastic. One more time. I am a team launcher. Fantastic. One more time. I am a team launcher. Speaker, are you ready? Fantastic, guys. Put your hands together to welcome the second speaker of the day. Dr.Shanjay.
You know, there are only certain type of people, certain group of people are very successful. Have you ever wondered why success comes so easy to certain group of people and we see so many people struggling? Have you seen that? Have you ever wondered why? You know, there's only this group, you know, only these people are very successful, and you know, only these people are deserved, only these people are blessed, whereas the others are struggling, including me and you. Have you wondered why? Some say it's because of luck. How many agree? How many agree it's because of luck? Some say it's because of they're connected, well connected. Some say it's because they're simply special. That's one. Some just don't give a damn about it. Mind my language. I mind my language. Right? I would like to be very much upfront, frank. Can I be that to you? Right? I don't like formalities. Right? I know all of you are older to me here. I'm just 21, right? Going 20. Right? So the fact that all of us has an opinion, and until one point of time that we just stop thinking about, it's just not for me. You know? That's how the world is. You resign. But would you believe it if I say, no, my dear friends, you can be as successful as anybody. Would you believe it if I say that?
Yes.
Would you really believe it?
Yes.
Truly believe it?
Yes.
No, you lie. Right? I found a bunch of liars here. No, you're lying. Are you really saying that you really feel that you can be successful?
Yes.
Now suddenly when I started to impose myself, I hear less noises.
Definitely.
Are you truly believing that you can be Mark Zuckerberg, my brother? Look at that fella. You can be Mark Zuckerberg. Would you believe it? Look at your face in the mirror there and tell me, you can be the next Bill Gates.
Why not?
Jerry, you Jack Ma. Laughing, look at her. Jack Ma, look at Jerry, look at Jack Ma. Who's more handsome, by the way? Who's richer, by the way? Who's richer, by the way?
Jack Ma.
Jack Ma, right? So who's handsome? Who's richer, by the way?
Jack Ma.
So who's handsome?
Jack Ma.
Correct? Right? So the fact is, right, we have to truly believe. When I say that you can be as successful as anybody, you got to believe it. Right? You got to tell yourself, no. See, the fact is, they are all normal people. See, the biggest problem that we have there is, we look at them as if, you know, we have this kung fu sound, wow. See, I don't know whether you really feel that or not, alright? Most of the time, you do look at it, unconsciously, consciously, you do that, right? I don't know, I do that. Oh, very special. This fella, brainy fella. That fella intelligent. Oh, that fella is connected to the, right guys. He's the son of the PM. Oops. Right? So everybody has, we tend to reason out all this. But the fact is, from my experience, I don't have much experience in business, but I would say about 5-6 years in business world, I've met a lot of successful people and I've sat and drank coffee with them so many times, and to my surprise, they are just normal dudes. Just like you and me. Don't take it as if, Mark Zuckerberg wears the same t-shirt every day. And it's not a very nice, attractive t-shirt, by the way. Why? It's a normal dude. He eats the same thing that we do. He has 2 hands, 2 legs, right? Not so good looking face, not as good looking as Jerry, but more hair though. Alright? So, but the thing is, they are very normal. I want you to understand that fact. Because the first rule, signs of success, you got to understand, it is a law that's applicable to anybody.
Success is a law that's applicable to anybody. Every human being that is subjected to gravity. See, I said that is subjected to gravity. Some human beings are not. That means they are not humans. Right? So anybody who jumps out of here and lands down, that means the gravity pulls them and you jump out of the window behind, you land down. You don't go up because eventually you go up. All of them that is subjected to gravity has the same law. They have the same law of success. And they are a normal people. It's just that they understand one thing, that they believe, they truly believe, they truly believe that they can be wherever they want to be. The life is their choice. You think it's something that we do, it's like a parody that we do, we ask you to come and dance here? No. If at all anybody thinking we're simply making you to dance and all that, no. Alright? Because successful people, you have to study, you have to start seeing what he doesn't have that I have and what he has that I don't have. You've got to see that. Because when I say success is applicable to everybody, that means you, me and everybody are subjected. So we got to see what they do differently than me. Don't you agree when I say that? Alright? If they have gone through that road, that path that you want to go through, the wisest way to reach to that destination of yours is to follow their path. You walk into a jungle, alright, and you can see a single file. Have you seen a file? The jungle, they have the file, alright. Now, and you see jungle. Which one would you follow? The file or the balukas? Anybody here try to go inside and... Anybody? Any crazy people here? You would like to follow the file. Why? You just don't know why. You just follow because the file is there. It's simple as that. It's just it's more like a reaction already. Alright? So I want you to understand, all we have to do is just follow what they do. It's as simple as that. If only we understand that fact. See, we have never seen, so what are the rule of success? What are the people who are very successful? You have never seen them depressed. Have you? Have you seen them whining? Have we? See anybody whining? Oh, things are not going my way, blame the economy, blame that, blame the inflation, blame everything else. No, the reason I cannot buy a house because the real estate is going up and going down. The reason I cannot buy a car because I cannot do this, that, everything. The reason I'm not sending my children to international school because that, this, everything. The reason I'm not giving them that. There's so many reasons except for your reasons. See, I may be very blunt, but that's a fact, right? Don't you agree? You feel it? Right? So, and have you seen all this successful everything? Mark Zuckerberg has gone and said, I cannot do this because I don't have that. Jack Ma saying, no, the whole world is coming against me. Have you seen? Have you heard? No, don't go so far. Get associated with the people that right in front of you is successful. Your coaches, or for instance, Dinesh. Have you seen Dinesh complaining and whining? Anybody here? Because he's very much, he mingles with everybody here, right? Now, have you seen him complaining, whining, throwing blames? Have you seen? That's why he's there and we are here. And everybody understands that it's a normal dude again, right? It's just, I have this saying, it's just the another macha from the hood. He comes from Kulin. By the way, anybody knows where's Kulin? Kulin, brother. Right? And he can create something so big, and he comes out of that. Look at that. It can come out of you, right? Correct? So what is that they don't do that we do is we complain a lot. We sit, I want to be politically correct here. I don't want to say things. I want to move for what if I'm dancing here, what this fellow is going to think about me, what that fellow is going to think about me. How many has felt that way? So again, this is not the first time you're lying. You know, I'm just not up for it. No, I'm too old for that. Sorry, my friend. Right? So I'm very, very sorry. I'm very blunt again. You have never seen anybody successful who's sitting down there thinking, who came for a training and sitting like, have you seen? If at all you want to position, you want to attract success, you want to get the knowledge to be successful, you got to be prepared in your body. If the body is not prepared, no matter what they're going to tell you, whatever the information that's going to come to you is not going to make any sense. It goes in, it goes out. Just like what you eat. Goes in, don't laugh, it's so disgusting and imagine what nonsense. It goes in and goes out. You don't want that because let me tell you, I was traveling from PD to here and I was with Kishan, alright? And I was telling him, this is an SBS after so long, this is the first for MINDAPPZ. We used to have SBSs and one of this seminar has changed my life, Karen. Totally. The day I decided, my breakthrough came in a very serious builder seminar that happened in 2011 August, right in Eastern Hotel with 900 people crowd. That's where my breakthrough. I can just point it out to whatever wealth that I've accumulated, whatever the people, the connections, whatever that I have today, I credit back to that breakthrough that I had in SBS, where I was not sitting exactly like you are sitting today. All of you, please change your body position right now, the way you sit. Adjust, please, right now. If you're comfortable, then you're doing something wrong. The rule is you cannot be comfortable. Being comfortable has brought you so far, and I don't know, ideally not the far that you wanted to go. So you got to be uncomfortable. Be prepared for success. Wherever the speakers, when we are cheering, why do we want to, exert our voice cord here? Why would you think no other reasons? No. How do you feel when you say yes? Say yes.
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Say yes.
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 Yes. Yes. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? Better? That's why you get prepared. Alright? So first of all, what successful people has and what we don't have is this: the passion, the energy. You got to increase the energy. How do you do that? You have to move wherever. The emotions that we have, so much of emotion that we have, happy, sad, angry, and all those things. If you're angry, it's because of something. If you're sad, it's because of something. If you're happy, it's because of something. Correct? Correct?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Correct? Correct? Wrong. If you're angry, it's because of you. If you're sad, it's only because of you. If you're happy, it's only because of you. Because where does the emotion come from? From up above? From 6 feet under? From the one who's sitting beside me? From my girlfriends? Oh, with a plural there. Okay, cool. Okay, will you be happy to say boyfriends? Is it because of something that happened? Because of the donations? See, all these emotions has created, we actually give the credit to somebody else doing this upon us. No, it's actually created inside of you. I understand that fact, very clear fact. It's all within you. When I say this, and you can change it whenever you want to, it's just a matter of choice. It's just a matter of choice. And if you want to change that feeling that you have right now, you just have to do a simple thing. If at all you're feeling anything below your energy that your optimal energy that you have in mind, all you have to do is just move. Just move. Make sure your body is in motion. You move about and you see your energy will increase. And all this, when I say, first your body has to be prepared. Success is about preparing your body. It's about preparing your physique. That's very important. But a lot of people are missing out on this point. You have to prepare your physique. And finally, what actually the one thing that differentiates between the successful people, the fact is 97% of the world today is following the 3%. 3%. 3% is actually leading the entire world. This is not a statistic by Dr.Shanjay's Podixon lab. Alright, this is a statistics. 97% of people in this world, the entire population, is following 3%. You know why? Because only 3% knows this part here. They have a why. They have a why. Why are we whatever you do has a why. The question is not how, the question is not what, the question is why. Be very clear on that. When I say why, probably I'm talking about goals, dreams, visions, and whatever not. That actually gives you a reason, a strong reason to do whatever you want to do. The reason why these people are successful, they have a strong why to be successful. They have a strong why to be successful. Again, if you want to be successful, you want to go and reach the maximum potential of your birth today, you need to have a strong reason, the why. See, this is not something that I created, this is the fact. If you don't know where is the destination and you got no reason to go to the destination, would you even go? Would you even move? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So the first rule of why these people are successful is because they have a why. They have a goal for themselves. They have dreams. We have to have dreams. Anybody here can dare say they have a goal and they have a dream. Can I see your hands? There's a reason I'm not putting up my hands. And you don't have to follow me. If at all you think, this is the biggest delusion in the world, because a lot of people think they have goals and they have dreams. This is the biggest lie that you've been keeping on telling yourself. Again, I'm being blunt, but forgive me. I do this out of love. Alright? So I do this as I treat myself. This is the biggest lie. You know why I say that? Because the indicator whether your goal or your dreams are strong, whether you have the real goal or dreams, the indicator is the result. It's nothing more, nothing less than the result. If you have a goal and you have a dream and look at your current situation, are you seeing result as you wish? If not, probably you have to go back to the goal and you have to go back to the dreams. Probably it's not strong yet. Probably the why is not compelling yet. Do it make sense here? Do it make sense here? You have to have a strong why, a strong reason to do whatever. So the goals are most important. That's going to drive you, that's going to fuel you. And ability, for me, a lot of people know, no, I don't have the ability. Ability counts for nothing. We have seen this in past 2 days, where we just missed 2 gold medals. I don't want to be politically correct by congratulating them on their achievement. There's no achievement there. Alright? I'll be very upfront. Any badminton fans, I'm very upfront. I'm a badminton fan. I congratulate on their efforts. Hats off. I can't do what they do. Hats off for the effort. But it's not good enough. It's not good enough. I don't want to be politically correct on saying that. It's just not good enough. Nobody remembers the silver. Nobody remembers the second guy. It's not an achievement. Stop celebrating mediocrity. You can be grateful, but that doesn't mean you celebrate mediocrity. You can be grateful. Don't mistake it for contentment. be grateful, I content wherever I am, I stay wherever I am, I don't progress. That is the biggest sin that you can commit to yourself. Ability counts for nothing. If you see that match yesterday and day before yesterday, I think technically ability, these fellas were top-notch Malaysians. Don't you agree? They lost because they don't have the mental strength. That thing, the why that didn't prove. There's no difference in ability. I'll be very frank. So the important here is not the ability. If you're thinking it's a skill that's going to bring you forward, no. It's only your reason, the burning desire. That's why the why there is burning. Again, if some of you here are surprised that I actually did a slide, it wasn't me who did the slide. It was Dr. Alvin. Thank you very much for creating the slide for me. Woo! Yes. For those who know me, I'm just not good in writing or creating all this, but anyways. So the why is important. For now, you need to know what is going to give you the compelling reason to commit to this team project. Why do you have to do this? It has to be there. If not, whatever Purithan said is relevant for you. Irrelevant. It's not going to make any sense if you don't have a compelling reason to commit to this. So the why is important. So I'm going to guide you, I'm going to help you in identifying your why. Alright, I'm going to help you to actually identify. Alright, I know most of the time I ask you to go back and do this, but how many of you actually did anything going back from a seminar, actually did anything? Alright? So I want you to identify. You know, because the 3% there, the one who has goals, there is 2%. There's only 2% who are actually above the 3%. The 3% has a goal. 2%, they wrote down their goal. There's a strata there. So take about 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Sorry, I'll give you exactly 5 minutes. I think I have time. I'm going to give you exactly 5 minutes. Wait, don't start writing yet. Dengar dulu arahan. Alright? So, here, you are going to write what's most important for you in this world. What you want to have. What you deserve to have. Now, for here, I don't want you to have the self-limiting belief. See, a lot of people, they stop dreaming because they're scared of the how. They're scared of how am I going to get what I'm going to write down. And it's going to give you more disappointment. Stop having that. I want you to go berserk. I want you to treat me, I want to treat as if that you have got an Aladdin lamp. Can you just imagine you got an Aladdin lamp? Just bring yourself on imagining that you got an Aladdin lamp and this lamp is going to give you unlimited wish. Unlimited wish. Can you imagine that? No any limitations. No any limitations. Go berserk. Go crazy. And take 5 minutes from now and write down what you want in this life. Your desires. How many you can write within these 5 minutes, and the time starts now. So while you're writing now, I'm going to give you some pointers, alright? So while you're writing now, probably is some financial goals that you wanted to have. It can go as much as you want, alright? Write it down. Take my word. Sir, write it down. If anybody, I see your heads are up, sorry, alright? I'll be very blunt again. Write it down. It can be a financial goal. It can be any of your material goals that you wanted to have. Anything, go crazy. Anything. If you think that's already crazy, go one step more crazier. Push your limits. It can be your lifestyle. It can be your personal development. It can be the contribution that you always wanted to do. It can be the trip that you always wanted to take. That's most important. It can be something that's going to give you a significant meaning to your life that you have always wanted. It can be anything. Write down many things. 5 minutes. You got 3 minutes more. As much as you can. As much as you can. can be the car that you always wanted. It can be the dream wedding that you always dreamt of. It can be the property that you always wanted to buy. It can be the jewelry that you always wanted to get. Because some presents that you wanted to give your loved ones, your spouse, your grandchildren, your uncles, your aunties, your parents. It can be the book that you always wanted to write. It can be the movie that you always wanted to act in or direct. It can be the yacht. Don't worry about what yacht is that. If you want a yacht, yes, put it on the list. If you want a jet, put it on the list. Signs of achieving your goals are taking it out of your mind and putting it on paper. Tulis apa saja you nak dalam dunia ini. 2 minutes. It can be the donation that you wanted to do to particular NGOs. It can be the seminar that you wanted to attend in a particular country. It can be anything. It can be the book that you wanted to read. Apa saja. 1 minute. Second. And we are done. Alright, put it up. Alright. Now, how many of you here, alright, got more than 5? More than 10? More than 20? More than 30? What? Yours 20. How much? 21. Alright? Anybody less than 5? It's okay. Less than 5. Less than 5. It's okay. Less than 5. Alright, cool. Now, so we have a variety of goals, right? Right now, the one who got a lot, the 20s, right? I want you to narrow it down to 5. All of you that got more than 5, I want you to narrow it down. See, choose that 5 that's going to create an impact, the significant impact immediately. Just put a mark. Just put a mark. Immediate impact. It's going to give you an immediate impact in your life. That 5 that is, it has to be done immediately. Just put a mark there. Which is the 5? Now, have you done it? Okay? Created. You have 5 codes or 5 whys. Why? Right? You can be involved here. See, whatever this is going to give you is because you wanted to achieve that 5 things that you have wrote down. Whatever the team project is going to give you, the reason is you want to achieve these goals. Am I making myself clear? Right? Do I make sense? So the reason, the thing that you have right now in your hands, this is why you should be a partner in team project, not a member. you have already made the first step into coming in, joining in as a partner. You have already made the second step in being present today. Alright? You are just very near to become a partner. The commitment that it takes when he has a reason to do that, it's very easy. So this is the reason why you should be committed to this. Alright? Now this reason is only compelling to you because your reason would not be compelling for the person who's sitting beside of you. Do I make myself clear? Right? The reason is so much personal. Alright? Now understand the fact this is the reason. Alright? Now, is this all enough? If this is enough, you have done it in many GSOs, right? We have always done it. I have written down my goal, I have narrowed it down, but why am I not getting it? Why am I not excited about it? See, there is a very big difference between wishful thinking and a goal. You know, I always wanted to drive this car, I always wanted to go here, I always wanted to do that, I always want to do this, I always wanted to, be here, be there. That's wishful thinking, friends. Right? That's different. That's so much different from a goal. A goal is something that you have to be there. It gives a significance for you. It's going to change your life, and you require the change. It has to be there. No two ways about it. I'm not going to teach you one of the biggest secret of all. Why certain people achieve their goal and certain don't. The goal that you have written down there has to have a purpose. So you don't write anything yet, but look at this, purpose. Now you have the goal. Why you should have that goal? I want to have, how many here have written out a car? A car. Oh, right? So, anybody wants to volunteer, what car they have written down? Come again? Lambo. Who's the Lambo? Of all car, Lambo. Okay, I ask Kishan. Lambo. Why Lambo? You love the car. Alright, so you're getting married to one. So, you love the car. But why particularly that Lamborghini? What Lamborghini? Why you need to have that Lamborghini? You want to be happy. Somehow, what else is going to give you having that Lamborghini? You can be happy in a lot of things. It's going to give you prestige. Alright, what else? What else is going to give you that? I want to just go in and look, imagine that driving the Lamborghini. Why? You need to have a strong, compelling purpose for you to have the car. It just doesn't come by itself. Why exactly that car? Satisfaction, happy. Cool. You need to have more stronger, compelling purpose. Can you feel what I'm saying? That are all purposes. I'm not undermining that purpose, but you have more stronger ones. What is the most stronger ones? Something that hits you. Excitement. Kishan, driving the Lambo, what does it mean to your life? What significance it gives to your life? I want Kishan. Stand up.
I want to show everyone that I have achieved my goal.
Why you need to show them?
I want to show them how to achieve their goal.
Why you want to show them to achieve their goal? It might be annoying, but follow me. No, my friend, you are coming to the point already. Why? Who is these people that you want to show?
Everyone around me.
Who is that particular everyone?
My friends.
The friends who say no to you? Can you feel that? Can you feel that? Now the reason you want to have the car because you want to prove a point, not to put them down, but to say that you can do so they can do. Is it strong enough? Feel that and create that as a purpose. Then you shall have the car. Wow. Take all these 5, I want you to write down, right? Purposes. One true compelling purpose that's going to hit you here. Why you need to have that right now? These goals. Why? I need to have, this is it. If you're having the car, no, I want to give the best ride to my family. I want to make them, put them in a safe environment. I want to show the naysayers, no, I can do it. I want to show the world, I want to be the inspiration to the world. Or I want a satisfaction, I want to go back thinking or knowing that I can do anything, I can achieve anything in life. I want to have the perfect home for my family if it's a house. I want my children to grow in a good environment, and that's so important to me. It's so important to me that my children get the best environment. It's so important to me they get the best of everything. The purpose has to be so important, so close, so emotional. Right now. Why you need to achieve the goal right now? There's no tomorrow about it. What it's going to give you in terms of prestige, in terms of your satisfaction, in terms of giving out to people, in terms of telling it to yourself, what is the significance is giving to you? That's what you got to do. Right? The first thing that comes to your mind is correct, but you can always develop on it. So my dear friends, look at the goal again. You got a why, you got the purpose. You already identified your goal, you got the purpose, why you should achieve the goal. Why you have to do it now. Now, even if the world comes against you after you will just won't stop. If you have the strong reason, nobody can stop you. Remember that. Nobody. The world will bow to you. The universe, the law of universe will abide by your instruction. Trust me when I say that. Now, this is done. Purpose is being created. Goal has been there. Purpose being created. How do we make it happen? See, a lot of people will also slack off here. The attack part. Okay? This is this in the paper. But it's not done once. You got to attack it. You have to see it before it's happening. A lot of people are unable to imagine that. That's the reason you don't visualize it happening to you. Then you're as good as not getting it. You don't know how it tastes. If you don't visualize this happening to you, you have to know the reason why we don't achieve the goal. Even we have a strong purpose, because we don't visualize it. We don't create a focus into it. The moment you are not focused, you're not going to achieve anything. Stand up. Stand up, stand up. I'm going to do an exercise here. Alright? We're going to follow this. Right? Now, I'm going to show you how visualization is very important for you. Alright? Now, I want to take your right hands and put it like this. Now, give a bit of space. Right? Give a bit of space. Right? Cool. Right? Give a bit of space. Now, put your right hand in front of you. Just like that. Straight. Alright? Shoulders straight. Okay? Got it? Right? Now, with your legs apart by, I would say, about 12 inches, just like that, alright? Just leg like that, alright? Now, go to your left, just point this and follow me. Don't do that, follow me, see what I'm doing, alright? So, what I do is, I follow this pointer here, alright? My shoulders are straight, my hands are straight. I shoulder the pointer here, and as much as I can stretch. As much as I can stretch, and I can see where it's pointing. Alright, it's pointing to the white board there, white wall there, and I see a little bit toward the left and I can see this whiteboard, I can see that whiteboard here, alright? Now, I go back. So I want you to point, I want you to see which is the point that your hand is pointing to, and I want you to see with your eyes a bit of the the further of it, alright? A little bit of the other side, alright? Can you do that? Now, my dear friends, when you have people beside you, alright, you can always do this and do that, right? Okay? Probably you want to do this and do that, okay? Cool. Can you do that? And see which is the point? Okay? Lock it, lock the point, see a little bit of towards the left. Don't turn your heads or what? Just a little bit of the left and the right. Alright, come back again. Okay? Now, the thing is, you have already locked a point that you have seen. Correct? You have seen something. Correct? Now, I want you to think right now, close your eyes. I want you to put your hands up, no problem. Alright? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Alright? Now, think as if that you are lifting up your hands again. Alright? You are moving, close your eyes. Okay? Some betul-betul naughty, tak mau tutup mata, tutup. Alright? So close your eyes. Do it with your mind. Right? Do it with your mind. You are lifting up your hands and you are moving your body. Alright, you're not stressing it, you're moving your body and you are seeing that point of which you saw just now, and you see your hands are moving further than that, towards the point that you saw, further to the point that you just pointed. Okay, it's moving a little bit further. Alright, can you see that? Can you see that point a bit further that you have already marked? Have you seen that?
Yes.
Alright? Now come back again to the same spot. Now open eyes. Okay? Now I want you to do it again. Physically now. Can we do it again? Alright? So already?
Yes.
Right? Can we do? Don't stress too much. How many things their hands went further than what it was the first time? Most of you? Most of you? Big round of applause for yourselves. Sit down. What actually happened there? You see, your body has certain limitation, your mind has certain limitation. It goes the first time to where you wanted or where the body can take you. Alright? Now in the mind there's another situation, another place where, another process where you can visualize and you can create a tension in the mind. It's a stress, a pressure in the mind to think further. It creates a little bit of reaction inside your mind in terms of the hormones or the chemicals inside that. And that will in turn will reflect on your body's ability to go more. That's the reason you could go more. So what actually transpired here, when you visualize something that physically impossible at the first go, but you visualize it happening before you do it, it can actually bring you the extra mile. So for whatever goals that you have created, probably this doesn't making sense for you. It's not, purpose is there, but doesn't make sense. Never mind, my dear friends, you have to start attracting. Track. How do you do that? Visualize. See, when you visualize what you want right now, the feeling that you have, visualize that happening. Visualize you having the Lambo. Visualize you talking to your friend. Visualize they are getting inspired by you. And visualize and go to that feeling, have that emotion reaction at that point of time. Does it make sense? When you do that not once, when you do that constantly with a focus, with the keyword focus, with a focus not once but again and again and again and again, and the mind will actually make it happen effortlessly. If for those who are thinking this is a sacrifice, as just what Dr. Punithan said, it will be more than a sacrifice, it will become an investment when you do a visualization, and this will be possible. I want you to think that this network can happen to you. I want you to think what this is going to give you. I want you to imagine that as if it's already happened, but use your power of your mind. Understand the ability of your mind. Understand that the power is not outside but within you. Understand that you have greatness within you. And doing this, the final step. Hello? The final step after attracting everything done, your body is prepared, you have everything in your mind, you have visualized it. The next step. Can you do that? Can you read this? Commit. Commit to an activity that's going to make this happen. An activity that's already been pointed out. An activity that the speaker after me will come and tell you what is that you have to commit. So you have done, you have prepared your mind there, you got a reason, everything is there. It becomes so easy when you do the commitment to this thing that the speaker is next going to tell you. All you have to do, and it becomes very much effortless. Effortless, no sweat. So for those who are thinking, oh, it's going to be difficult, no. If you have the right goal, if you have the right reason and purposes, and if you can imagine and visualize this, and you commit to the action that's going to make it happen to you, God willing, not God willing, God will definitely give you that. Because you deserve, right now 100% you deserve. So my dear friends, the greatness is within you, it's not anywhere. Understand that. Understand the power within you. You have the ability, you don't have to be anything. You have everything that you need to be successful. Take this as that one thing that you, if you're waiting for a breakthrough, this is it. The moment has come to you. Alright? Right now, this is how science of success is all about. This is what you do. Right? My dear friends, again, I bring back to what happened to me in 2011 August that created a breakthrough. Exact same thing today can happen to you. You don't have to wait for many years. 90 days only. 90 days for you to experience the magic. 90 days for you to be wherever you even couldn't imagine. The beautiful point of this, whatever you have imagined, it will go, if you're committing to 90 days, it will turn into 10% better than wherever you have imagined. I can guarantee you that that's what happened. Alright? Thank you very much for the time. Thank you very much for the attention. Again, my sincere wishes to you. I see you at the top. I want to see you succeed, and I want you to give you the best and say